Hello everyone, it's Katie here, and welcome to the start of my new art vlog. In this video and other videos to come, I'm going to be giving my review on people's artwork that I particularly like, starting with my friends on Deviantart. And yes, I am a member on Deviantart. I will leave a link in the description below, so then you can check out my artwork. I have only just launched that I'm going to be obviously reviewing people's artworks. So for this first video I'm going to be reviewing 6 of my favourite pieces that I've created over the years since starting an art course. So my first piece is a dress that I created as part of my exam brief back at another college that I attended for 3 years. Obviously different courses, but the last course was obviously art and design, and this Egyptian dress was one of my last creations. In fact, it was my last creation. So our whole theme for this was looking at the difference between pop art and optical art, and that's like the optical illusions, like the swirly lines that make it look as though it's moving. And for that we got to choose if we wanted to do pop art or optical art. I chose pop art because it popped out, hence the name. But I wanted to choose a theme that was personal to me and something that I enjoy learning about. And that subject is obviously Egyptian culture. Now, obviously I'm not going to go into detail about the Egyptian culture and history. I'm just going to say that my dress is inspired by the Egyptian tradition of mummification, which is obviously used to mummify the dead, mainly the pharaohs and queens, as they could afford to have their bodies physically preserved for the afterlife. And then I made a death mask to go on the front and the back of the bodice. And the death mask is a representation of the death mask found in Tutankhamun's tomb. Now, obviously, he's the pharaoh that basically is somewhat like me in terms of disabilities. He had a club foot, and I basically got a club foot, so we kind of relate to each other there. But it's one of those famous pharaohs that was discovered in 1922 by Howard Carter. But the dress is basically a representation of Tutankhamun and mummification processes. My second creation is something digital that I made, and I will admit I did use a base reference. I think for some of these I did use a base reference. That was just to get me started on drawing digitally and freehand. This creation that I made is of my character, Katie Moonlight Pandora, who's been fused with a cat, which was part of an experiment. But it remained permanent, as she's basically now got whiskers, ears, and a tail coming out of her ear. But yeah. But with this one, I've created the character 3 times, cosplaying as different outfits from Dick Dastardly. Now, as a lot of you deviant artists will know, I am a big fan of Wacky Races, and obviously I grew up watching it. I've seen all the changes of different characters, including Dick Dastardly, who is one of my favourite characters, and I've seen him change over the years, and not attitude, he's obviously going to be a sneaky, snide, cocky little racer, but his outfits have changed, and it's definitely saying that within these costumes. The first one is of Dastardly's original attire. For example, this is basically his original attire. You know, the blue purplish jacket with the hat, gloves, boots. You know, that was basically his original attire. And then the middle one is of Dastardly's attire when he did the Wacky Races Forever pilot, which I didn't quite understand the concept of that, to be honest. But I just loved his outfit. I really did. And finally, the last one, the one on the right, is of Dastardly's new attire, because obviously Wacky Races has been rebooted in 2017, which I know a lot of people don't like change that well. I know I don't, but I have to admit I do prefer this attire compared to his old attire, for the simple fact that red and purple don't really mix, and I'm a woman who knows her fashion, so that's actually a good change. And they have brought in a lot of new characters to this reboot. My third one is a fan art that I created. Now, I'm a girl who loves the films. I love watching films. I've got a ton of DVDs. I've got like 3 shelves of DVDs all stocked. And the one that I love the most is The Corpse Bride, one of Tim Burton's films. And I love the fact that Emily, who is the Corpse Bride, hence the name, I like the fact that she's got missing parts of her face, rib cage, her arm, even her leg. And so what it is, I wanted to create my own version of Emily and Victor, in a sense, with a little bit of a difference. Because I've paired Katie with Dastardly, I thought I'd turn Victor into Richard, basically, because I like that couple. But with recreating Emily's dress, I decided to basically do the colours in her style, which is red and black. Which I know a lot of people have criticised me about that. Like, oh, another red and black character, so unoriginal. But that's her colour palette, and that's what I'm sticking to, and I honestly don't care what people think. My fourth one is of a massive collab that I did a couple of days ago, which took me forever to do. And obviously I did use a reference for this one, as well as the first one that I showed of the evolution. This one was so difficult, but it's basically a representation of all my friends. So from left to right, I have Sunset Rose, who's owned by Ryan Midnight on Deviantart. I have Sapphire, who's owned by Sapphire Stone. Rikuri, who's owned by Fire Rikuri. Michaela, whatever, is owned by Minty Magic 74. Bloody Mood, who's owned by Rainbine 94. Corolla, who's owned by Corolla Artist. Katie, who's owned by me. I'm known as the Gothic Angel on Deviantart. Carly, who's owned by Corporal Marshmallow. Lola, the Valentine Puppet, is owned by what's her name? Kyla Pandora 13. Megan is owned by Megan the Proxy. Watery, who's owned by Jazzy Star Lover. Kitty, who's owned by Kitty Cat TDM. And Vicky, who's owned by Here2 MLP, however that's pronounced. It was basically just a gift for everyone, because they've all been supportive of me, so I thought I'd do a gift in return, even though it was so painstaking. My fifth one isn't really a drawing, nor something digital drawing. This is of a cosplay. Now, ever since I was a little girl, I loved dressing up as like a princess, or other characters like Jack Frost, Waluigi, Oblio. And over the years, I've started to collect these costumes. And with this one, it's showcasing 6 of my photo shoots that I did at college as part of my project, my FMP, Final Image project. And it's basically me cosplaying as both Princess Peach from Super Mario and Dick Dastardly for Wacky Races. The 1968 version, not the new version. Just the 1968 version. And lastly, my 6th piece is of a digital piece that I created. Now obviously my character, I've only just announced this, my character was born in Tokyo, Japan. In a blossom field, in a smallish temple on the hillside. And since she's from Japan, I wanted to create something that represents her when she's in her hometown. She's kind of like a guardian, like a samurai. Even though her father or mother weren't samurais, she has a strong passion for samurais, and she goes to Japan quite a lot because she has magic that allows her to teleport. So she goes there and practices karate and samurai training. And that's all we have. Those are my 6 pieces that I've chosen of my pieces that I've created over the years, and I like them all because I've changed over the years in terms of art. With doing an art course, it has given me the freedom to explore new things, and I've done new things like use a sewing machine, draw digitally. I've been able to do all that stuff. So, and that's it for now. I'll be back shortly with another video. I do have quite a few requests on the way, but if you want anything requested, then leave a link in the description to your Deviantart page. Obviously you have to be a Deviant artist, but leave a link to your page in the description, and I will post this on Deviantart so everyone will be able to see. And until next time, bye.